Hi, everyone. Judge Andrew Napolitano here for Judging Freedom. Today is Thursday, September 1st, 2022. It's about 2:25 in the afternoon here on the East Coast of the United States. Today begins the radical experiment of the state of New York with yet again interfering with the right to keep and bear arms. Just to bring you up to date and a little bit of a refresher. In June, just 3 months ago, the Supreme Court of the United States ruled 6-3 that the right to keep and bear arms is a personal fundamental liberty, not a second-class right, akin to the rights protected in the First Amendment: freedom of worship, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, etc. And it ordered that every state in the union is what shall be known as a shall carry state, not a may carry state. We have no may carry states, but before that opinion, New York, New Jersey, Hawaii, California, Massachusetts, Illinois, all the usual suspects were may carry states, meaning you may carry a gun if the state gives you permission. Now every state in the union is a shall carry state, which means you shall be able to carry a gun unless you disqualify yourself. New York, of course, is attempting to make it very, very difficult for itself to be a shall carry state by creating all kinds of obstacles. I'll go through them with you in a minute, but two of the most absurd and profoundly unconstitutional obstacles are: you have to prove that you're of good moral character. What a joke. You have to prove that you're of good moral character in order to be in the government? To whom do you have to prove that you're of good moral character? The government? How the hell would the government know what is good moral character? Second thing is, you have to surrender 3 years of your social media. 3 years of your social media for a government bureaucrat to look through it and see if he finds any indication there that you might be dangerous. How would the government know what is dangerous? How can this possibly be lawful under the First Amendment? The government's going to scrutinize what you said 3 years ago and decide whether or not they agree with it. All right, you all get the picture. Governor Hochul is running for election, not re-election. She became governor when she was the lieutenant governor and former Governor Andrew Cuomo resigned. She's running for election. She's pandering to the hard left. She won't allow you, if you live and work in New York, to carry the same guns that the 15 people who protect her carry, because she believes that the right to keep and bear arms is just for the elite and their protectors, and not for those of us that want to protect ourselves. So yesterday, if you live or work in New York City, you probably saw signs going up, signs all around Times Square, sensitive locations where firearms are prohibited. And the signs say, you're entering a no-gun zone. That will make it the most dangerous place on the planet. Here are the no-gun zones: public transportation, entertainment venues. Somebody shoots up a theater, like happened in Colorado. Nobody in there is armed. You shoot back. Bars and restaurants that serve alcohol. What does a bar not serve alcohol? Times Square, which is 7 square blocks, they've expanded to 35 square blocks. Houses of worship, some of which you can't identify from looking outside. Educational institutions, daycare and summer camps. How do you know where they are? Playgrounds, libraries, government buildings, courthouses, health and medical facilities, public demonstrations and rallies. So you can express your First Amendment right in New York at a public demonstration and rally, but not your Second Amendment right to carry a gun. Look, we all know what's happening here. This crazy woman who so desperately wants to get elected governor, she'll trample the Constitution she took an oath to uphold. This crazy, nutty woman and the crazy lefties in the legislature in the state of New York, who don't know and don't care about the right to keep and bear arms, have enacted legislation which absolutely is unconstitutional and should be invalidated, and I predict that it will. The right to keep and bear arms is not the right to shoot deer. It's the right to shoot bad guys when the government can't get there fast enough, and it's the right to shoot at tyrants when the government takes them over. That's not me. That's Justice Scalia in Heller versus the United States of America, an opinion the crazy woman in New York, Governor Hochul, has condemned, But that, thankfully, is still the law of the land. Judge Napolitano, they're not going to take our guns away. We'll win this fight. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.